Yeah, I'm about 3 miles in. And what is it? Not even 7 o'clock yet. Got my sweater on already. It's cooler now. So it's taking long for me to get my sweater on. I usually have my sweater on in the first mile. But since it's like 75, it don't matter. It's just a few degrees cooler today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was really hot. It was 80 something degrees in the morning. The day before that, or a couple of days before that, it was like 70 something, which is great when it's like 70 something degrees in the morning. This is going to be a heat wave today again. It's always excessive heat alert. That's every day, even in the winter. I guess that shit must be for the out-of-towners or something. Because anybody that lives here knows that excessive heat is going to be excessive heat's going to be a lot. Whatever. Good morning. That's a nice old lady. She looks like a light-skinned black chick. Well, she sure come around in a nice neighborhood over here. Most of the places out here are nice anyway. What we got here? Somebody's donating a tree. Oh, this guy, they're supposed to plant this tree. They're supposed to plant this tree. No, it looks like somebody's tree that was in front of the house on their yard. And they just decided to put it out here. Hopefully they're dumped. Hopefully somebody will, one of the landscapers will plant it. Yeah, I never know what I didn't notice. I didn't notice that I'm not really into all that political bullshit. I never was. I never was into politics. You still couldn't tell me how to distinguish most of that bullshit. But it's basically all the same. Yes. It's just a popularity choice, is what it is. It's a popularity choice. That's all that is. That's all an election is. It's a popularity choice. That's why they call it polls. The same way you take polls when you're online. It's a poll on what the people think. Okay? Forget about all that. Get caught up in all the nonsense with the electoral college and all that crap. That's not what it is. It's a poll. It's like a poll, like Pepsi or Coke. Same exact thing. Same exact thing. It's a poll. It's a poll. Just like Pepsi, Coke or RC. or Pepsi, Coke, and some other cola or whatever. Who likes it? Who likes what the best? That's what a poll is. It even tells you flat out. And when you voting, you vote at the polls. That's what you're voting at. You're voting at the polls. So, it's a poll. Like any other poll. Like, what do you like, Pepsi or Coke? It's a poll. You vote to take a poll. It's like a popularity thing. That's what it is. And the rulers say to themselves, the real rulers, not the politicians, they say, well, the people seem to like him better, or they seem to like her better. We'll put her in office, or put him in office. That's how that works. Your vote don't mean anything, really. It has little effect on who they really want to put in there. But they just want to see who's more popular, that's all. And however they tabulate the votes and all that stuff, who the fuck really knows? Because you can have the most votes and then they can say, oh no, the electoral college, according to the electoral college, they say such and such wins. That's just the way out to put whoever they want in there. That's all that is. That's the ace in the hole, the electoral college. And then some states have more electoral college votes than others. It's like the biggest states seem to have more. Like the states with the most people, with more people. So that's why I never got into that, all of that. That people want to argue and fuss and fight and start wars over the shit. It's just like religion. People want to fuss and fight about religion. And they don't even know what they're fighting about. Doesn't turn into you believe in this and you believe in that. It turns into I'm right and you're wrong. That's what it turns into. It turns into I'm right and you're wrong. Doesn't turn into what religion you are. That's why in India you can be whatever you want. They don't have those kind of bullshit fights. They don't have those kind of fights because you can make anything your belief. You can make anything your believe in anything. And nobody's going to ridicule you or none of that. You could have, maybe having huge families. You could have like 20, 30 people living in the same property. And all of them believe in something different. They don't fight about it. That's what you call freedom of choice. But then they have certain other freedoms that are taken away. That's just how it goes. And even if there wasn't no money, even if there wasn't any money, it still would boil down to, good morning, it still would boil down to, those are bicyclists. It still will boil down to, doesn't matter because it still will boil down to who had the most stuff, even if there was no money. The people with a lot of stuff still would be ahead of the game. They'll put value on something else because that paper money is going to disappear. It is. Not much of it around anyway. It's gonna disappear. And then they don't gonna give a damn how much money you have, because it's gonna be worthless. So I don't know if it's gonna happen in this lifetime, but sooner or later, this money is gonna be worthless. That doesn't mean not to hold on to any. You know what killed me today? No, not today. Last week. Now, I ain't realized what was going on, but I needed a slap in the face. We all do sometimes. Yeah, I needed a slap in the face. Because all I be looking at really is my credit score. I have a good credit score. On some of those things, I have like a 812, 797, 800, because you got all these different kind of ratings. Maybe that's another thing you'll never know about where is your stuff really actually coming from. You're really never gonna know, because you're gonna have different ratings. Different ratings are gonna make it where you're never gonna know what your actual score is. You got Vanguard, you got FICO, you got Experian, you got TransUnion, you got Equifax. Usually most of the time they go by your Experian is what they usually go by. But they can look at all of them. It doesn't matter. Because if you got a good credit score, you got a good credit score. If you got a bad credit score, it's going to be seen. They're going to be able to see it. It's not rocket science. They got all these different rankings, ratings. Most people's credit is fucked up. Then what's simple to me is that if you already have the money, why would you get something on credit? Well, you got to make your money work for you. Sounds cliche, right? Even cliche sounds cliche. But what you got to do is you got to get breaks. You open up credit cards where you can get points. You understand? Where you get points. Open up cards, you get points. And points turns into dollars. Points could turn into sky miles, travel miles. Points could turn into credit statements. In other words, you could buy something and pay it off with your points. To get points are kind of hard, but you want to get those preliminary points. It's bonus points. You want to get those bonus offer points when you're opening up a card. You can use your money like that. So if you got $500 laying around that you could spend, and your credit is decent, or if you got $1,000, or how about if you got $3,000? If you got up to like $3,000 laying around in the bank, just sitting there, collecting 1% on that account, what you got to do is, what you got to do is you have to open up that card You have to open up that card, right? Open up the card, and whatever it is, $2,000 to get 400. Usually, it's like they sent me a promotion from my bank not so long ago, where they asked me, they said, we'll give you $200 if you open up this credit card with us. It was like a pre-qualified card. Of course, it was coming from my bank that I do my business out of, or businesses out of. They're more than likely going to give it to me. That's what you look for. Stuff like that. Stuff that you have something in common with, you'll get that card. And they said the first $500 I spend, I have up to 90 days to spend $500 to get the 2. Me, I don't wait around like that. I usually just buy something to sell. I'll just buy something. I usually just buy something for $500, get that out the way, and then have the 200. Have the 200 just sitting there. Have the 200 just sitting there in the account. You know, I've already obtained it. The rewards points or the reward dollars are already sitting there. And then, if I want to, I could take the 200, depending on how they do the points. But if they say dollars, that means dollars. So you buy some for $5 to get the 2. Then you pay off the credit statement and you use that 200. So basically you're just paying 3. You're putting 200 back into the account. First they have to issue you the 200. So you could just make that 500 for the 2. 200 pops up. They give you credit for the 2 in the next statement, or next 2 statements, you'll see it. It's the $200 reward points. You go into the rewards part of the account, and you'll see it sitting there. Then it'll tell you how you could use it. You could use it, baby. You get a gift card. It may be a travel card where you get triple travel points for your 200, or double travel points for the 200, and that'll make it 4. They could give you like 75% on a gift card, you know. But if they say dollars, then that's $200. If they say dollars, that means that's $200. So you spent $5, you got $200. Big $200 in credit is what that is. Then you just use it. With $200 in credit, you just use it. It ain't no big deal. So now all you got to pay for that $500 you spent is $3. So there's your $200. You made $200 off of $5. Now, if business was that easy, you wouldn't be that bad. Or if the stock market really worked that way, or investments worked that way, that would be wonderful. But that's not how the world works. You know? Why wouldn't they just give you... Well, actually they do. Give you bonuses off the money you spend, but you have to use their bank. You have to use their card. You have to, that's like I said before. Banking is a business. They sell money and they sell credit. That's what they do. They're loan sharks. They'll sell money and they sell credit. And then their product is money. That's their product, is money and credit. And then you're saying, how can credit be a product? Well, you got to ask all these dumbass people that believe that it is. And that's most people. You say, well, how can something you can't see and whatever, and they say, you could see it. You can see it on the screen. That's all you need to know, motherfucker. You see it on the screen. You can see it on a notice that we send you for you to pay us back with interest. That's all you need to know, dummy. That's just how they feel about us. But what you got to do actually is, what happened over here? Somebody fell? Somebody fell up here. Wow, it's a worker too. I can see her name tag. It's a, what? It looks like a black lady. She fell. She should stand there. She should sit there, go in the shade somewhere. You need to sit down somewhere. Let's see. If anything, she needs the air. This lady over here, these women, let's see, get in. I think they're going for their little walk. She busted her ass. I thought they was carrying a bag or something. I seen them over here on this corner here. I was like, what, are they carrying a bag? She looked like she's a brown skinned lady. I don't know what she is. Yeah, people are tricking for your money. So what you got to do is you got to make the most of your money. You can do that shit right behind the computer. I said all this to say this. Look, they sent me an offer in an email, and it's an offer that I had lost out on before. Because when I first moved out here in 2018, right? I opened up an account, and they just gave me everything. I had a safe deposit. I had got a safe deposit box. They gave me a line of credit. They gave me like a $10,000 credit card over savings and a checking. They just threw a lot of other shit in there. And I was like, wow. Yeah, and I was like, I was like, wow, that's just crazy. Look what they got over here. Trying to get people to come to their health desk thing or whatever they want to call it, to their nursing home or whatever kind of home it is over there. It's a senior living solutions, it says. And of course we got a black girl over there. Whatever kind of lady that is. Let's see. Nah. I thought it was black. Every time I see blonde hair in there that doesn't look real, like bleached, or a wig from a distance, I think it's a black person. Which is sad. I see like a Mexican lady with platinum blonde hair. You gotta make that happen. Back to the money. Yeah, so you get bonus points. So don't let your money just sit there. Get the bonus points with a credit card. Don't let your money sit there in the bank. Trust me, it's easy money, and you can keep doing it over and over and over again. Keep doing it over and over and over again. Like doing one this month, or do another one next month, or just do 3 of them, just like that. And trust me, if your credit is good, they're gonna send you 3 cards. And they're all gonna have their own separate promotions. So that is a real boost for you when it comes to making a little bit something extra to make you feel good about yourself. Me, I'm gonna get the most out of it. Well, actually, what you gotta do, you gotta look up, there's a term called credit card churning, like how you churn butter. Churn, CHURNING. Look up credit card churning. Or you can look up debit card or banking card churning. Because I just made $400 from the bank kind of open when this pandemic thing came about. And since I'm self-employed, and it does mess up your money because people ain't buying anything. People will be scared to spend money. And then the people who are spending money is trying to scam you. Like on eBay. I've been working from eBay for 17 years. Well, it'll be 17 years next June. But I really was doing stuff before that. But I officially didn't open up stores and all those kinds of things until 2004. Then I opened up a couple of stores and stuff. But now, I've learned that I don't even have to, they give me free listings. Like 50. It's 50 per account. So, I'm not selling mad stuff like that. My stuff is usually expensive stuff. So I don't need a whole bunch of items. I don't need all that stuff. I don't need all that stuff. I really don't. Let me see how much time we've been on here. That's 25 minutes. I'm going to turn this off and turn it back on. I'll be right back. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll start up a new subject the next time I turn on. Well, it's 29. Well, it'll be 30 minutes in about 15 seconds. I'll just wait for it to get there. And then I'll get back to that. Let's see.